My name is Taylor Carlson,
I'm Logan McDonald.
and we are both from the entrepreneur team. And today we're going to talk a little bit about our project for senior design, which we called Thought. So, just to start things out, I think it's important that we talk a little bit about what the entrepreneur project is. So, we, unlike all the other teams, were tasked with creating our own idea and our own project. And so, the project that we needed to come up with specifically had to show some sort of like developmental promise or like financial promise, right? The idea being that we are basically a startup company where we want to create an idea that's not just some random project, right? It needed to have some sort of basis to why we chose to do it. Um, and so, with that, uh, I'm going to talk a little bit about what we actually designed in a bit. But first, we have to talk a little bit about who our stakeholders were, right? So, our tribe lead was Christopher Bone. And we had some help from Invest Nebraska, from both Jessica Rudolph and Josh DeMyers. And we are our team lead was Dublin Smith. Jeff and is sitting right there, and Logan is our both developers. And along with that, I'm a developer. David Smith, who's sitting right there, is a developer, and Luke Stevens is our team. So, going off of what I was talking a little bit about earlier, we were tasked with developing our own idea, and so as we did that, we kind of realized that hitting somewhere kind of close to home made a lot of sense to us. We thought of a lot of different other ideas. Most of them didn't work out. But the one that we really ended up liking is something in sort of the entrepreneur sort of space because we're entrepreneurs. So it's something we kind of know. And one thing that we had a lot of experience with is like platforms like LinkedIn. So if you haven't been on LinkedIn before, it's basically a website where you talk to people kind of with the idea that you're trying to get a job or you're trying to get into some sort of profession. It's very business professionally, and that was something that we saw the value in, but we personally didn't really like. We thought it was very kind of sterile and very formal. And what we kind of the idea we had is that we wanted something a little more casual, right? A way that you could meet people in a sort of businessy way, but in more of a business casual way, right? Where you could maybe go get a coffee, or you could maybe have like a meet up with a business partner rather than I'm on this app to get a job, right? And so we started doing some user feedback and gathering data to see if this was something that other entrepreneurs around Lincoln would also like. And most of the people we talked to also said that that's a market space that's kind of unpopulated and it would be interesting to see if there was an app in that space that would fill that void. So I'm going to pass it off to Logan, and he's going to talk a little bit about our solution that we came up with.
Yeah, so going off of that market research and user experience research, we figured we could create a mobile application that kind of follows similar to LinkedIn, but not completely, which is where Thaw comes in. We wanted to allow entrepreneurs or just everyday developers an easier way to connect in a less formal way, whether it be you have an idea for a project or an app you want to create, you're able to hop on the app, meet other people that could see your idea and vision, and work together. We positioned in the casual space to kind of differ from LinkedIn a little. So like Taylor mentioned before, you can go grab a coffee with someone, or you can even just set up a Zoom meeting or a FaceTime call. We also want to facilitate long-lasting relationships and friendly connections rather than like monetary relationships, kind of be able to build like a partnership in the entrepreneur space. So here's some screenshots from our test version of our app. We have our sign up page. Everything about that is pretty obvious. And the middle one, which is the most important one, is our homepage. So right here, this is just a test version. Our current version has actual populated users with information and posts.
And you can go check that out downstairs if you want to.
Yeah, and so right here we have a test version we just named Jeff Claxton. You can see where they're from, what they're looking to do, their experience, and yada, yada, yada. And you can also tap on that bottom tab, and it'll pop up an even more descriptive version of their profile. And there's also a messaging button, which takes you to the page on the right, on the far right, and you can message with them and connect. So some value and highlights we gained. Because we are our own sponsors for our project, we were able to gain a ton of experience from this. One of those things being developing a system from bottom to the top. You know, building a system from scratch takes a lot of nitty-gritty work and figuring out little things with developing. Starting a business was a huge one. A lot of legal stuff is very difficult to deal with, working with the government on getting an LLC established and your idea patented and everything. And then thinking about software from a customer perspective is something we've been learning in school, and also being able to apply it was really cool to figure out how you can build an idea off of that. And we believe that our app is able to provide value and a solution for entrepreneurs that want to get together and start creating. Thank you. We'll now open it up to any questions if people have any.